love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always
Namaste friends, this is your friend Prasanna Krishna Sharma. So in today's lecture we'll be seeing the continuation of string, and this is string part 2. I trust you would have actually tried and worked on string part 1. So today is string part 2, and let's see what is different. Okay, thank you. In today's lecture, as I actually told in the previous lecture also, it'll be a continuation of strings concepts. Okay, strings, even though it actually looks like as easy as it is. So what is our objective? Let's take one part, try it extensively, make ourselves familiar, and then keep moving to the next one. Keep our hands on, and if there is any exercises, finish our exercises. There is no rush and there is no race here. As I said, within 6 months we should be in a lot more better position than what we are. Having said that, in the last, even though strings actually appear as a simple concept, in the last lecture we actually saw about how to actually take a particular word or a particular alphabet in a word and stuff of that nature. Remember that we called indexing, and we also briefly touched about negative indexing. Now let's actually try few commands here. This will be one lecture, and we'll also be seeing new commands, and strings is also a continuation of 2 more lectures. Alright, so let's take a deep dive. Now let me actually start with this. Okay, okay, this is the Anaconda Navigator that I actually downloaded the free version, and I always use the Jupyter notebooks. So the Jupyter notebooks is very important. So that is where, like, the Jupyter notebooks comes like that. It will be like a local host, and I open up a new window here. This is all my this thing. I open up a new window, and then I come here. So this is where I practice. All right, so when I say A equals, I say hello world, and then I put this thing. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to take 2 and then this, and I want to see what is actually happening. Okay, I say print, I say B, oh I'm sorry, it's A, in our case it's A, 2, okay, and I don't specify the 0. So let's see what it gives. Hello world. So basically 0, 1, 2. From 2 it takes the entire thing. Now let me actually take another concept. Okay, let's actually do another way. Okay, see, it actually starts at 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it does not take the 6th one. So 0, 1, 2. Okay, it starts here 3, 4, 5, and does not take the 6. Okay, we actually saw that. If you want the W, it is 2 to 7. This part we even saw it in the previous lecture. Now there is something called as a negative indexing. So what is the negative indexing? Okay, let me actually take this and let me actually help you in order to see what this thing is. All right, so it is the same hello world. All right, so it is the same hello world, and I can say print A. So -5 is to -2. Now let's see what this thing gives. RLT. How did this even come and what this is? Okay, let's actually take some time. Let's actually try to understand. So the minus basically starts from here. Okay, if you say like 0, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and in this case we leave the -5, we take 2, 1, 2, we take this. Okay, so that is how it starts from here. It actually starts from 0, it actually goes like minus. So the -5 actually comes here in the O, and we don't take the O, we take the R, and we take 2 words after the R. You see the difference between a positive index and a negative index? This is like, it is also very similar to something called substringing. If you want to have some kind of a word, this is the way we would do. Let's actually try some other thing. Okay, so that we are actually familiar of this before we move on to the next one. Now if I actually say 0, what is this? It didn't give me anything because it has not taken anything. Fine, not a problem. Now if I actually take this, if I actually do this, and if I say -5, let's see what it does. Once again, it did not give me anything. Okay, now because it's minus minus, all right, so let me actually take this. See, RL. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, and this is the 0, right? 1, 2, 3. So it is actually taken R and L. The -5, it starts here, and then it is taken what is there at -3. Or how do I actually say that? If I actually do, let's actually do this -1. Okay, I'm pretty sure if it comes to a bigger word. RLD. Okay, and this is more or less like we saw it here as well. So the -5, we all know it actually starts here. This part we did. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it actually starts here. Okay, and then since we have a space here, it actually has given this RLD. All right. Now what I can also do is I can take this, copy, I can say -6, and let's see ORLD, it is actually starting from here, and this has been counted as a space. I can take 7, see, now the entire world has come. All right, so this is a way you would actually try, make your hands dirty and learn. So let's actually move on to the next part. In Python, there is something called as modifying the strings, and these are all these are all like commands. So let me actually take this. Okay, so let me actually take this, and let me actually do it here. So in this case, the hello world is there, so I'm telling replace the hello with jello. Okay, so replace a H with a J. Okay, and you guys can also try this. It is going to give me jello world. So remember, very simple English. If you can actually understand English, I don't even need you to be a master in English or or master in mathematics. Mathematics is just like a pure intuition, and English is just like used for the basic understanding. Okay, so we don't need anything more. So if you just follow this, you can actually find. So replace, we all say replace, and that is the exact command we are using here. All right, now let's see if you want to split up a word. Okay, and this is what splitting up a word is. I'm giving this as a comment. Okay, I'm giving this as a comment, but that is also okay. Now let's actually see, it is actually split it up as hello, comma, word, this thing. So this is how you actually split. Okay, let's split, right? That is what it is. Now in string concatenation, there are certain things. Okay, do you think this is going to work? Do you think this is going to work? I'm going to ask you a question. Do you think this is going to work? So let me run this. It worked. So this is called concatenation. If you do slightly different, if A equals hello and if B equals 1, 2 or any of those numbers, that will not work. Okay, because this is a string and a string assigned to this variable, and this is a string and a string, so it must be of the same format. Okay, if you want, we can actually try this. So what it has actually done is it is just like concatenated. Okay, instead of I made a mistake, so it is just like concatenated. It's just like taken this and this. It is just concatenated. It's just given this. All right. Now let's actually move on. Let's actually try this. Now this is like a variable, like a global variable or a variable, and I think we briefly touched on this. And this is the text I'm actually giving, and I'm saying add this with my name. This is very similar to the what we did here. Okay, a plus b, what we did here. So see here, can only concatenate string and not integer. So this was a problem I had before, and you know why this thing worked? Because I gave this in a quotes. Since I gave this in a quotes, it actually worked. If you want, I can try it again. And this did not work because it is like this. I'll try this again. If I actually happen to remove this quotes, now see here, same data type error. Now does it make sense? You have to have the same two kinds. Does it make sense? So even though I said I made a mistake, I wanted you to actually understand why I made this mistake and how I actually corrected. All right. Now what is going to happen here is, okay, this age is 36, and okay, here in this case I'm only typing the format of the thing. Okay, let's actually see. Okay, no worries. I just take this, I go here, and then I say my age is 36, which is an integer, and this is a string, and I give this open and close this thing, and then I pass my age here, and then I say, instead of printing this, I want to know in what format is this. Let's see. Okay, so basically I'm actually formatting, and remember this is in this quotes, so this is taken this and this is in this bracket, and now it is actually given it my name is John and I am 36. See the difference between these two. In the first one I just blindly added an integer, it is not going to come. In the second one everything is the same, and then I'm actually putting the same in a closed parenthesis. This is called a flower bracket. Okay, flower bracket, and I'm passing this age here. Now it actually works like a charm. So this is the way you would actually fool the computer. So these are some of the syntaxes, all right, that you would actually remember. All right, now let's actually move on. So just play with this, just actually move on. Now let's actually take the simple mathematics, okay, in a string format. I say my quantity is 3, my item number is 567, my price is $49.95 or $50. In my order I want some pieces of items for a particular dollar. So what I want is these three brackets. I want 3 pieces of 567 items for this dollars. So this is what it says, and this is an extension of this. Agreed? Let's see. See, very simple. That is the way you would actually fool. Okay, and that is the way you would actually do it. Very simple, right? Now let's actually move. Now this is slightly different. Let's see what it is different here. Everything is the same, but here I say I want in this bracket $2 for 0 pieces of item 1. What is this? And I'm telling print all these things, okay, which is like 3, 5, 67, 495, when I've already given something here. So what is this? Let me see. So basically the quantity, what it says is I want to pay price is, I want to pay flower bracket 2. What is 2? 0, 1, 2. So I want to pay $49.95. What is 0? This one. It starts with 0. In computers, everything starts with 0. Okay. And then for 597 items. You see how we also massage the data here, slightly massage the data here. So as I said, the more you practice, the more you're going to get. Very simple. All right. Now, one thing I want to actually say here is we'll actually try our level best to do everything, whether it is going to be off value or of not value. These are all like different symbols, commands available. Okay, an escape character is /, double /, a new line is /n, carriage return is /r, tab, backspace, form, blah blah blah. Okay, so these things are there. If not in this lecture, definitely we'll be working the next lecture. But let's also see. I think it is even coming in this lecture. So let's actually see. Okay, so these are all escape characters. The more and more you know the commands, you're going to be intelligent. The more and more words, now say suppose if I want to learn Hindi or any other thing, now this is actually removed. The more and more vocabulary I know, the more and more better I am, and I know where to use what. Okay, that is exactly what is actually happening here. Now let's go to the other one. So this is like a / and stuff of that nature. See? This is like a carriage return. See? It's a new line. Okay, what did we see here? For N, it's a new line. New line. R is carriage return. It's a new line. Okay? No big magic, very simple. And this is a carriage return. You can see this lecture time and again, and you can see what is what. This is a carriage return. This is like, just type in this tab command in your this thing, and this is exactly what it gives. And this is new tab. See, it actually put a new tab. Now, escape character, what does it do? Let's see. See, it actually escapes this. By one character, it actually escapes this by removing this. See, I'm reluctant to actually put this, the octal value and hexal value, because it is not going to be of immediate importance, nor do I see it in the coming exercises. But this is the command. Feel free to actually try it on your own and then see how it is actually working. Okay, I'm purposely only limiting these two commands, not for the sake for that I don't know how to use it, but I don't see a necessity right now or an immediate necessity. So this is something nice to have, so have it. Okay, you can try it. And like always, if you have any questions, you know where to contact me, and it's also there in the blog spot. Okay, and I want to thank you for giving me your time. Thank you. Take it. Cheers. Namaste friends. I trust you would have actually watched my string part 2 lecture. You would have enjoyed. Try practicing it and see how it is different from the part 1. And if you have any questions, you know whom to contact. Like always, I would like to thank two persons. One is you for giving me your valuable time, and the other is my wife Jayashree for being my support. Till we see next time. Take care. Cheers. Thank you.